Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. My name is Dee, as in GooglDee. Haha. Welcome in. I wanted to sort of reinvent myself on YouTube, and to do that, I thought up a Sims challenge. This is for The Sims 4. If you would like to play along, please do. I will link all of the information down below, and we can play through together. Please let me know what you all think. This is not my first Sims challenge to have created, but I'm very excited to finally get to sit down, play through this challenge because I still haven't finished it over on my Twitch channel. But I'm really excited to sit down and just kind of put it out there, because that is honestly the kicker when it comes to The Sims, and me at least, is just trying to complete the challenge, which I'm sure everyone here is very well aware of. But welcome if you're new, hello if you're old, and let's dive in. I have already created our family. They are all just a bunch of me's. I will say that. I have created each and every one of these. They have their own outfits, they have their own personalities, they have their own likes and wants, all of the above, but most of all, they all want to open a business. I have also tried to be crafty with names, and since they are all me, they all either have oogle for the GooglDee, part, or D in their names. This is GooglDee. She's planning to open a tattoo parlor. We have CraftD, who is our pottery studio owner, or will be our pottery studio owner. SportD, so she will own a gym. We have JewelerD. It was kind of a stretch. She will own a jewelry shop. Disco. Again, some of them are a bit of a stretch. She will own a nightclub and run it as the DJ. We have Nerdy, which is probably the one that's closest to myself. She will own and run a computer class / internet cafe, I believe. And we have KitD. She is our cat cafe person. I haven't run a cat cafe yet, so I'm kind of really excited about it. I think it'll be a lot of fun. We may, just because I am a dog mom, may have to add some dogs in there too. But as of right now, it'll be a cat cafe, and we have Kitty for it. And then we have GooglDee, who will be a chef and run cooking classes. I have already moved them into the lot, so let's dive in. All right, so again, with this, it is 8 Sims on a lot. Each of those Sims has to get to their own 5-star business. The household funds can all go into one area if that's what you choose. And it's usually easier to do it that way anyway, but it's so that you can use that money to open the other businesses and run the other businesses. It's kind of a team effort, if you will, but it can be run in different ways. So you can have this turn again into a tiny town where each Sim has their own house, and then it's like a complex of shops. You can have like a mega building and houses on top of that, or separate houses while in different kind of areas for the business. It does need to be on a 64 by 64, as I said earlier. And then all of the household funds, again, can be used to get them settled into the lot to buy everything, which we will do in a minute. Please make sure that you save your 750 simoleons to purchase the business, and you have to have 75 simoleons to start, to open the business. In case anyone has not played with businesses and hobbies before, you do have to have those two things in order to actually open and run your business, to make money to further the businesses. I am going to run this as each Sim has to be level 3 before they can purchase their first business. So money might get a little tight depending on how quickly some of the Sims reach their goals. And then for the businesses that your Sims open, that can be the only source of income. So no like gem mining or frog breeding or anything like that to make other money. The only way that you can make money in this game is through the businesses that your Sims have. And then the money that is earned can be used for anything. So with that, let's really dive in to actual gameplay and getting everything situated. So as I said earlier, you can use all of the household funds to build something. I am going to keep it towards the front of the lot for now, and I will 100% be turning on tiny home because it's just so easy to get going. So I think I will make it the full 32 tiles, but is that just going to be a rectangle? I need to have some sort of shape. I don't know exactly what that shape will be, but it would appear to be this. This might have to be the bathroom, and then the rest of it is just going to be like a kitchen and some bunk beds, because I want to save as much money as possible right now so that we can get our kitchen is going to have to be like a patio in order to make this work. I did not think this through. We're gonna try to make this work as best as we can, but it's gonna be an interesting look for sure. Okay, wait. Can this be, flip this around and make that the back? Is that gonna be too weird? And then we can have like a little entrance there. It's gonna be a weird one, but we're gonna try it. But we can, however, create a kitchen. A tiny kitchen back here. I am giving them a little bit more expensive things. I shouldn't waste money on windows or like paint, but I will say if Sims come to your business and they see that you don't have anything painted or whatever, like it's just not good. So we do have to keep that in mind. Maybe we buy the public bathrooms. Where are those? The public bathrooms, because those other people can use and we don't have to worry about them. I think the ones from City Living are probably my favorite, honestly. I'm gonna put them over here on the corner and I'm gonna move this to be over here. I will allow for like paint on the walls, but we won't do much else. We can have an outside patio area for our like skill building / business area, and it can just exist as is until we can get some like business equity. I did say that the skills for each of them, so the cat cafe would be charisma, tattooing for the tattoo parlor, pottery for the pottery studio, DJ mixing for nightclub, gemology for the jewelers, programming for the internet cafe, fitness for the gym, and cooking for cooking. So looking through here before weather starts, I did do this in the spring, so it shouldn't be too bad yet. I think we'll have it be like over in this area and we'll just kind of forget about the rest of the property for now. So I do think having a yoga mat would be good. I'm gonna go ahead and buy the whiteboard so that we have it to teach classes. Should we go ahead and get a dance floor or should we wait? Maybe we wait for the dance floor and we can just get the DJ booth for now. We do need the gemology table. We can have the crappy DJ booth for now. I do want to have both a treadmill and, oh, should we get It is the cheapest one. Let's get the one from the werewolf pack. Is tattooing not in creative? Did I just pass it? Aha, I did. Okay. So that gives us cooking, fitness, programming. I need a computer. So I need a desk. Let's just do some simple chairs for the chess table and the desk. And I think, no, pottery. How could I forget? How could I forget pottery? We'll go ahead and get a chair. Okay. Pottery is a go. So we are now, I think, fully equipped to take on the world. And I do believe that giving pottery classes, or giving classes, I should say, is in fact the easiest way to do anything when it comes to businesses and hobbies. I will not lie. I think it is insanely easy. Each sim is going to get like their own little corner of this area so that they can teach classes if they need to. Probably not in yoga, but at least we can try. All right, so let's just get 4 of these. We'll put them right outside this, and then we'll put a roof on top. So we have our little, oh my gosh, that's so tall. We have our little pavilion. Oh, a mirror. That's what I forgot, because charisma needs a mirror, or just talking to people, but it's always easier to do a mirror. So now let's dive in. Finally diving in. But I do want to go ahead and try to start getting skills up so that we can go from there. So this is Sport D, right? Oh no, I've already messed up because they're not in order. They're not in order. We're not practicing speech. Oh my gosh, I forgot about that. Granted, we can't sell anything. So with that, if you have made things and they're poor quality, you cannot sell them in your inventory, right? Everything has to be sold through the business. If a random sim comes up and starts painting, like you still need to sell that painting, even if it's made by someone else. So we're already acquiring skills. Can you start DJing, please? Oh, likes high energy sims. Sure. I say yes to everything in this game. We're going to start with the absolute cheapest designs possible. And I think that puts everybody doing something right now except for GooglDee. So let's practice tattooing with sims that finish things. So like Sporty isn't working out anymore. So we may have to try, no, tattoo. We may have to try practicing on just the available sims. I feel as though every person on this lot will have a lot of tattoos by the end of this game. We're also, maybe I can, I hate going into the cook menu because usually it takes a long time. Maybe we can try doing the grilled cheese aspiration as well in this. Okay, we already have pottery level 2, which is really exciting. We have programming level 2, tattooing is almost level 2, pottery level 2. So once they get to 3, we should be able to get everything really going and then open our first business, which is my goal by the end of today's episode. Who's gonna hit it first? Who's the first business that's gonna open? I'm very curious. Well, it's not gonna be you if you stand around. Let's have scrambled eggs. We're really just making a breakfast for everyone tomorrow. Practice tattooing on 40 again. I don't know if she has random tattoos. Maybe we'll have to do like a midway check-in to see who has a bunch of random tattoos and who doesn't anymore. Oh, we have someone else talking, which means you get a tattoo. So I wanted to name this sim Snooty, but I decided not to. So we'll see. Oh, mix level 3. Okay. Is that the first one? Have I just missed something? No. Okay. So we're opening the nightclub first. That's fine with me. So now we do actually have to create a building that's more than just a tiny home or a tiny lot. So let's have a very, very tiny nightclub. And I really hope this is big enough for a dance floor. I didn't think to test it before. Oh, we could have a cowpoke dance. Okay, we just have a little one. I do want to eventually have a bar if possible, but maybe we can get some of the others to like get their mixology skills leveled up so that we can try to have that available and not have to hire anybody, because that's the main thing for me is like if we have to hire somebody, we'll get some lights on the dance floor. I really want this to look decently good from the beginning so that one, we don't have to waste money on it later. This is as much to explore these game packs as it is to explore businesses and hobbies. And I know businesses and hobbies came out roughly 6 months ago at this point, but I'm not necessarily late to the game. I'm just late to bringing it to YouTube. I just want to keep things as simple as possible. So same doors, same wallpaper. We can even do the same floors if we want, but I think that'll be good. There are no other lights in this room other than the dance floor lights, which I feel is pretty good. Is there a sign that's kind of nightclubby? Yeah, we could go with this. We could go with that. Okay, and then I need a kiosk so that we can actually make some money. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and open for business. And oh, we have to register for the small business first. See, I'm already forgetting things. All right, let's see how this goes. We should have some others that are ready to open a business, but that might have to wait for next episode. All right, small business name, Disco. There's already a nightclub option. Okay, business registered. Let's get a bar. We're gonna have to expand the building by a little bit because we only need 2 tiles, and I believe, I could be wrong, but I believe if you have a bar right up next to the dance floor, it still works. If not, we will see, but I know only 2 tiles are needed for a bar. Please, let's get a small one. I'm pretty sure that would still work, and you can, because you can walk on the dance floor, so it should be okay. All right, and now we're gonna open for business. All right, we have officially opened our first business. I am really excited. I don't know if we'll get any customers yet, but I am going to go ahead and end this episode here. Thank you all so much for tuning in today. We will continue next week. These will be released every Friday at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And again, I am over on Twitch if you want to catch me in between. I stream on Wednesdays at 7 p.m. and Sunday mornings at 10 a.m. Again, both Eastern Standard Time. But I will see you guys later and tune in for more. Bye.